Hey, what's going on, YouTube family and friends? This is Bear Brown. Thanks for coming to my garden channel today, where I'm here helping you grow something tasty. In today's video, we're going to talk about how to grow bell peppers from seed. Let me show you my pepper plants right here. I do have one tomato plant mixed in, but these are my pepper plants. And I had a subscriber that wanted to know, her name is Miss Myco. Hey, how you doing, Miss Myco? She wanted to know how to start bell peppers from seed. And she said that she didn't see any of my videos on bell peppers. I'm gonna tell you, my bell pepper are growing. Some years I'm hit or miss. Last year I didn't do so well, so I got bell peppers from plants from the store. And if you're behind schedule, you may need to get a plant or two, and then you still can start this process as well, because they take a long time to come up. All right, so first thing, I would not plant the pepper seeds in my garden. Just drop the seeds down. I mean, not saying that you can't do that, but I personally, and I know a lot of other gardeners don't do it either. So what I did, I started it with a cup, and the reason why I did that was because I wanted to make sure that I used a potting soil that was real light, because these teeny seeds are going to have a hard time pushing through if you just pile on the seeds or pile on the soil. So all I did was sprinkle some in, and I probably put like maybe 2 or 3 just to make sure if 1 or 2 didn't come up, I still will have a great chance of getting them to come up. So the next thing I did, because I wanted to make sure I had something nice and fluffy to cover it, so it wouldn't have to use up a lot of energy to push through. And that's the reason why some of the peppers don't come up, or any of these small seeds. So what I decided to use Vermiculite. All right, and I bought this off of Amazon, and all the products that I'm going to show you, some of the things I brought from Amazon, some of the things I got from the big box store. And you don't have to use all of this, but this is what helped me. And I got this idea this year from Garden Answer. You should check out her channel. She has over 1 million subscribers. But hey, I want you to come back and watch me. All right, so all she did was she used the Vermiculite, and I'm gonna show you how light and fluffy it is. It's real light, so it's real fluffy. All she did was just layer it on top, and I always encourage watering from the bottom. So let me bring you in close so you can see. And that's what it looks like right here. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and sprinkle some more on, but I'm gonna sprinkle it over the top, and then I'm gonna water it from the bottom. And you see the seed right there. I'm gonna go ahead and cover it up. And this is so light that these tiny seeds, they got no choice but to come up. Now this Vermiculite right here, this is gonna be my thing from now on when it comes to especially pepper seeds, or any small seeds that I want to germinate, because I've had a lot of seeds over the past. That's one reason why I didn't get to have that video that I was talking about the bell peppers, because a lot of them didn't germinate at all. But now, as you can see, that Vermiculite works. And I give you an example. Now when I water from the bottom, if you look, that is Vermiculite, but you can see there's a darker color now, because when I water from the bottom, that's what it's gonna look like. But all that was nothing but Vermiculite. All right, so that's the first thing. That will definitely help you. All right, next thing. Thanks, Garden Answer, because this right here, game changer. I mean, game changer. All right, the next 2 things, I got these from a local big box store. It's like maybe a couple of minutes from my house, about 3 minutes in the car. All right, so I got Garden Tone. Everybody already know about Garden Tone, but it has the NPK ratio is 3-4-4, and then I have my bone meal. All right, now I want to have that ratio because the 3-4-4, the PK, that is going to the phosphorus and potassium, that is going to help you with flowering. It's going to help you with your fruits, and it's going to help you with your root structure. So I want to make sure I have a good balance. And you can read the label to tell you, it's going to tell you if you're going to do this per plant like we're about to do, You can have 3 tablespoons to put inside. So I'm gonna do 2 and 2, and I'm just gonna eyeball it. So you can get your tablespoon, you measure it and put it down, but I'm gonna eyeball it. So let's go ahead and put this in. So let me bring you down so you can see. All right, that's my nitrogen. I'm just gonna put it down in the hole. Now the next thing is the garden tone. Throw it down in the hole. Now I'm gonna show you one other thing a little later, but this is gonna be my worm castings. I did the same thing. I'm gonna put my worm castings in, and this right here, that powder, that is those eggshells. So yes, I'm gonna grab me some eggshells and I'm gonna put them in the hole. Now your eggshells supposed to have calcium, but we already know that that calcium is not gonna be readily available for a long time. They say years and years, but I know that the worms are going to eat through that as well. So I know it's going to have some type of benefit. So I always use it, and it doesn't cost anything. After you buy your eggs, instead of throwing them in the landfill, I put them in the hole. So it's going to have some benefits eventually. All right, so let me bring you back up. All right, now the worm castings, VermisTerra, those are the worm castings that I use, and you can also get that on Amazon. Like I said, I'll put a link down so you don't have to go trying to find these things. They'll be right there for you just in case. All right, and Callie Kim, she got me onto this while watching her channel. I've been watching her channel for years, even before I had a channel. All right, so I have been using this. It works great. Now, if you want to make your own worm bins, and then you can do that. I used to do that in the past. I may decide to come back and do it, but this right here has help. So that's what I use. All right, the next product that I use Mycos. I put these on the roots. This is gonna help your plants uptake the water a lot more, uptake all the nutrients, and it's gonna have the soil biology. It's gonna be through the roof. And James Prigioni, he got me, I started watching his channel during the pandemic, and he was using this. I'm always looking at these gardeners, and I look at all the benefits, and I look at how their garden is going. And so that's how I make my decision on, hey, will I try it? And once I tried it and I said, hey, I've seen a lot of benefits to it. So that's how I get started with some of these things. All right, so that's what I did with this. All right, so let me show you how I apply this. So I'm gonna bring you back down so you can see. All right, so let's go. All right, so in these cups, all I do is like squeeze it and turn it upside down gently, because I don't want to mess up the root structure or the plants. And it's about to come out. Oh, there we go. So the next thing that I do, I kind of disturb the roots, not hard. I just want to break it up just a little bit so they can get ready to spread out in their new home. Now that Mycos that I was telling you about, you got the big side or you got the smaller side. So I just use the smaller side like that, and I sprinkle in the hole. And look, I don't have to use all that if I don't want to, because I think that's good enough. So I just eyeball it once again, just like I'm in the kitchen cooking. All right. Yep, I do cook too. All right. Now, if you have a compost with you, you can get any store-bought compost. Use your own compost, or you don't have to put compost. You can just put your soil that you put out right back in there. So, but I always like to do that and make sure I push it down to get all the gaps out, air bubbles. All right, so now I got some more eggshells. You don't have to do that, but I got it. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. And all I gotta do now is put my soil back around. Look at that nice soil. Those wood chips are breaking down. and they are working for me. All right, so I'm gonna move that around. And if you are a beginning gardener, you want to make sure that you don't treat this like a tomato plant. You don't want to plant it all the way up. You want to make sure you plant it at the level of your pot. And then since I have my my wood chips, I'm gonna bring my mulch back around, and that is gonna help with retaining the water, and I don't have to really water as much. And I'm gonna do a video about that coming up in the next couple of weeks, I believe. All right, so we gotta do one more thing. All right, now I have done a couple videos on how to make your own fish fertilizer. Now this is my fertilizer that I had for a while, because you don't need that much. So I'm gonna put my video up at the end of this one. And if you want to learn how to make your own fish fertilizer, then I got a video for you. So I am going to water this in with fish fertilizer. So that's gonna get the air bubbles out, and it's also going to give this some nitrogen, so it's going to get it on its way, because that fertilizer that we put down, the soil biology, that has to break it down with the worms and all the beneficial organisms. They're going to break that down over time. So that fertilizer that we put in the hole is going to apply nutrition for the next couple of months, slow release. And this right here is going to give it the what it needs right now. So it's going to be a win-win situation for the plant and for me, because when this grows, I'm going to be eating good, just like you. All right, and the very last thing, if you saw my video a week or so ago about bugs, I'm gonna put this in the area, and this is gonna trap some of the bugs, just like the ones that it trapped inside the house. Let me show you what the bugs it already trapped, the one I left out over there. All right, you see the bugs, some of these bad bugs are gonna be going after our food, so I'm gonna go ahead and put the rest of them out. And I think it even caught a mosquito on the other side, so let's see. It didn't say mosquitoes, but mosquito. So these bugs, they're gonna be after our food, so that will help you get rid of some of the bad bugs, and we'll be on our way to protecting our garden. All right, this is the all the steps I use to grow my bell peppers. And if you want to know where to get those pots as well as the trays, I'll try to see if I can find that information and put it down with all the things that I use. And just look for the next video, and you'll be good to go. All right, take care. Bye.